Breaking news. The governor of Bauchi State, Governor Bala Mohammed, has lamented the current economic hardship in the country, saying at this rate, the main opposition People's Democratic Party will make President Tinubu its campaign director in 2027. Guys, this is like a constructive criticism, and this is a shot fired at the president. And I must say, this governor has some certain amount of boldness to make this kind of statements. This is really interesting. And I'm sure Tinubu would be shocked by this statement made by this governor, because it's coming as a threat and it's also coming as a warning to Tinubu. The governor, who spoke on Wednesday when he flagged off the PDP local council election campaign in Bauchi, made this statement that if Tinubu is not careful enough, then they would lose out at the 2027 election. If Tinubu is not careful, the PDP will take over. If Tinubu is not careful, Tinubu will end up being the campaign DG of the PDP. You know what that means? It means that Tinubu will lose out at the race. To an extent, he would be begging for political relevance. So this statement made by this Bauchi state governor is a political statement, I must say. The governor, who faulted President Bola Tinubu's nationwide address to Nigerians in the wake of the #EndBadGovernance protest, called on protesters to cease their demonstrations and open room for dialogue, saying that there was no going back on the removal of the fuel subsidy. Speaking on Wednesday during the flag-off of the PDP campaign for the local government election in Bauchi, Mohammed said that the federal government should stop giving excuses to Nigerians. And when he listened to President Tinubu's speech, his speech lacked of humanity. It lacked of empathy for Nigerians, that Tinubu did not even address the problems and the challenges on ground. So we see what's happening in the north. It's more like a wake-up call for all Nigerians that this hunger and this anger needs to be addressed. So according to him, the federal government has a whole lot of things to address, and if they don't do so now before 2027, then Tinubu should be ready to become the campaign DG of the PDP ahead of the 2027 elections. I must say, the audacity from the governor and the boldness from the governor in constructing a very constructive criticisms against President Bola Tinubu, it's quite interesting. Yes, the hunger blames goes to the president, goes to Tinubu's policies, because the hunger in the country has been attributed to some of Tinubu's economic policies that he introduced to Nigerians, and these are the factors responsible for the anger of Nigerians, which decided to lead the #EndBadGovernance protest. The governor also explained that the president broadcast on Sunday failed to address the grievances of the youth, thereby fueling them to continue with the already embarked protest over hunger and hardship in the country. So, my country people, I must say, most of these politicians, everything is about election, election, election. I think once in a while we need to take a break from the election. For crying out loud, we just concluded the elections. Tinubu is barely, a year and a half into his administration, and Tinubu has a long way to go. But I guess, Nigerians are still watching. Nigerians are watching, and I know that the APC, they are trying their best to secure that seat ahead of 2027. But I don't think they would find it very difficult, because their policies has affected Nigerians. Even the North that supported Tinubu, they are now withdrawing their support. And once the North have withdrawn their support, that Tinubu has nothing left. Tinubu has absolutely nothing left once the North says they are not supporting Tinubu anymore. And according to predictions from a lot of analysts, the revolution will surely start from the North. Yes, we've been talking about revolution, people revolting against this Tinubu's administration. It has started, but we see the pressure in the North. We see the pressure in the North. We see how people are coming out, even the Amajuris, they are coming out to protest because they are not seeing food to eat. So this hunger has affected everybody. People are coming out to stage protests against the president. And if Tinubu does not find solutions to the problems of the masses, then he should kiss his 2027 bid by goodbye. He should bid his 2027 presidency goodbye, because anything can happen. I'm sure this is the confidence of the PDP ahead of 2027. They feel that now that APC has really fucked up big time, has messed up big time, that they would come on board. But I must say, PDP is not the option. Yes, PDP is not the only option. Yeah, what Nigerians need is good governance. Doesn't matter what party the good governance is coming from. But if the PDP are feeling that, because of Tinubu's policies, they would get hold of power in 2027, who knows, anything can happen by then. So guys, let's take reactions from Nigerians. This is good news. Barely a year after election, they are already clamoring for another election in 3 years' time. Now, wow, these are election entrepreneurs. The PDP should put their own house in order first to convince Nigerians the presidency is theirs to take. But at the moment, they are not acting as a party ready to take over power at the center. What's the difference between APC and PDP? The so-called governor is yet to eradicate poverty in the state, but he is aspiring to be a president in 2027. Just watch. Tinubu will do what Tinubu will do to PDP before 2027. He will beat your hands down. Only northern governors is talking. Other state governors is telling us not to protest and allow Tinubu to perform miracles. They play. At this point, we thank the governor for coming out boldly. The opposition parties have been silent for a year now. The worst part of the society manipulated by politics is to see the poor defending the rich who are responsible for their poverty. Okay, guys, these are reactions from Nigerians. And yes, we know that this is a political speech. It's a political statement made by this governor. And they are trying to get back at Tinubu. But let's not forget, it's all a game of politics. And sometimes Nigerians get played along this game. But what can we say? 2027 will come and we would know how far. But so far, so good. This Tinubu's 1 year administration has been an eye-opener to most Nigerians. Most people that supported this administration, this current government, are definitely regretting, because what they expected is not what they saw. So guys, I'm dropping here. Kindly share your thoughts on this in the comment section. Thank you.